guys and girls, and welcome to GaymersPlay Sunday Spotlight. Today, as you can see, we are having a look at Elder Scrolls Online Beta Test. Now, first of all, we are not in the starting area. The starting area, which is the prison in Oblivion, where we are prisoners of Molag Bal. We are in Black Rock or Bleak Rock Isle or something like that. We are in the starting area for the Ebonheart Pact. My character here is Hengist. He's a Nord. Dragon Knight, I believe is his title, and we're going to give it a go. This is the third time that I've been on the beta test, and so far there have been some glitches that have been found but have been repaired, etc. You know, the usual bits and bobs that happen with beta tests. But in this one, it looks like they've actually managed to iron out most of the glitches. Graphics, as you can see, graphics in any beta test aren't going to be that wonderful for obvious reasons. If they were too good, then most people wouldn't be able to play them. So they dumb it down a little bit. But even with dumbed down graphics, this looks pretty awesome. I'm liking this. I think this looks like really pretty. You know, the graphics at the moment live up to the Elder Scrolls reputation. What doesn't live up to the Elder Scrolls reputation, however, is the rest of the game. I mean, this is a basic MMO at best. It really is. Movement, exactly the same as everything else. Controls, exactly the same as everything else. You move around and you control your abilities using the number keys at the top of your keyboard. And, you know, I mean, and your enemies, what do you do? Let's target and let's get our weapons out. And, oh, look, what are we doing? We're attacking. So, you know, there's nothing new about this so far. I mean, it's not... I am a huge Elder Scrolls fan. I should really explain this before I continue. I am a massive Elder Scrolls fan. I have played every single one going. Admittedly, I only started being a fan at Morrowind, but I have played every single game, including Arena. Haven't completed Arena. Have completed the rest of them, but not Arena. It's too bloody hard. But that's kind of one of the reasons why I like it. It's good fun. You may notice my Dragon Knight. My Nord Dragon Knight by the name of Hengist looks very much like, yes, you guessed it, Channing Tatum on crack. Yes, he does. And we're just beating up giant bloody spiders, sons of Shelob, I think. And it looks like everything's just crashed. Fan-flippin-tastic. Back in a second. And we're back! I didn't crash. I sort of froze for a moment. And I panicked. It's a beta test! You expect things to just crash constantly. Okay, let's kill you. But yeah, one of the big criticisms that a lot of people have about this game is the price that is going to be charged on it. I mean, a lot of people are saying it's going to cost 50 quid for the game, it's going to cost £15 a month to play. It's not. That's talking American dollars. That's not British pounds. When you're looking at British pounds, you're looking about £30-35 for the game, maybe £40 for the game, depending on where you go, and you're looking at $8.99 a month subscription fee, which, when you look at a game like World of Warcraft, is $7.99 subscription fee. I don't have a mining pick. If I want to mine this, yes, I can. Oh, I've automatically got a mining pick. You don't need to pick one. Oh, okay, let's just take everything. Thank you. I don't know what that's used. Ah, spider, kill you. Ah, eight-legged freaks. What was I saying? Yeah, the price isn't actually that bad. When you look at World of Warcraft, which is about, if you're paying on a monthly, it's about $7.99 a month. Which, and how old is that game? That's well over 10 years old, I'm sure. Yeah, okay, the new expansion pack that's coming out for World of Warcraft, supposed to really update the graphics, but I mean, there's still going to be nothing compared to this. They'd have to redo the entire game engine for World of Warcraft to make it like this, but they still expect to charge only £1 a month less than this game. So you can imagine the price isn't that bad for an Elder Scrolls game if you expect the game to be exactly like the other Elder Scrolls, because they are immense. They are epic games. This game, however, is, from what I can see, it's not. It's not that epic, and like I said before, I've played 3 beta tests, and the one thing that's lacking is the feel of Tamriel. Maybe I just sound like a fanboy. Maybe I do. But when you play the game, you get really immersed into them. The previous Elder Scrolls games I'm talking about. You get real immersion out of them. Well, let's kill a deer. Let's see what happens if we try to kill a deer. Let's kill a deer. Yeah, we killed a deer. There are 4 main archetypes, just to give you a quick update. There are 4 archetypes, which are basically, they boil down to warrior, mage, priest, and archer. And there are subtypes, and my subtype, I'm a warrior, but I'm a dragon knight. That's my subtype. And I believe I do have skill points, and I've frozen again. Keeps freezing. It's a beta test. It's going to freeze. So I can't really criticize too much on that. And what are you? You're a frostage deadeye? I don't know what that is. Should I try and kill you? You're a level 2. Let's try and kill you. Why not? You could be fun. I'm enjoying this too much. Ooh, I wonder if I can get your armor. That's one thing. Obviously, being an MMORPG, anybody who's played Elder Scrolls games, you know that anything that's not nailed down, you can steal. If a character is wearing it, oh my god, I'm about to die. We're going to find out what the death mechanic is like in this game. Oh, I am defeated. Oh, that's bloody typical and bloody obvious. Okay, nearest way shrine. Thank you. Let's go back to the village, wherever the hell that is. And who are you? Molla. Piss off. I don't know who you are and I don't care. Go away. We're going back to the village. Oh, one thing. I do this with every single MMO. If you can do this, it's the sign of a good MMO. Where am I? No, I'm wrong button. Ah, go away. Still trying to get used to the controls, guys. Yes. See, guys, you can't remove your clothing. I mean, these things have no armor values. There's no point to them. And if you've created a character that looks a bit like Channing Tatum on crack, you want to see him with his clothes off. Well, at least that I do. You can in the character customization. I will mention this quickly. Also, customization in this game is immense. You can customize every single part of your character. Almost every single part of your character. I should amend that. You see, if your character is a female character, which I'm sure a lot of you will create, you can adjust breast size. You can. Honestly, you can. You can make her tits huge. But if you have a male character, you cannot adjust how should we say, package size. You can't, honestly. And it's frozen again. Oh, for heaven's sake. Catch up! Bloody, there we go. But the way that they get around it is that, okay, they don't call it breast size and package size. You've got chest size. And it works for both. You could have a large chest size, but it works on their breasts for the females, and a large chest size, but it works on pecs and muscles for the men. So that's the way they work around it. If you started talking about, oh, why not their package size, I'm sure they'd try and say, well, you can't do that on the women either, which technically looking at it is true. Now, as you can see, we are now in the village of Bleak Rock or Black. Let's check the map. Is this Black Rock or Bleak Rock? Bleak Rock Village. Here we are, guys. Yes, this is where we are. And you can see the graphics look really good. My computer is not heavily overpowered. I should tell you that right now. My computer is not heavily overpowered. It's got some decent amounts of RAM. The graphics card is okay. And it's got a decent amount of hard drive. But, I mean, the graphics are rendering really nicely. I hope this transfers well into the video because it does look awesome. But I'm also recording with Fraps, and it's recording at 30 frames per second, and it's not reducing up, well, except for when the game freezes slightly. But yeah, I mean, this is running really smoothly and really nicely. So hopefully when the final game is released, it's actually going to run this smoothly as well, which I think it really bodes well. This is one of the first things that they talked about when they were first talking about doing Elder Scrolls Online. I remember when they were saying, well, what kind of systems will you be working on? They didn't want it to only work on newer systems. They deliberately tried, or said, that they were going to deliberately try and make it so that this game worked on slightly older systems and quite smoothly on those systems as well. Okay, so here we go. Where are we? This is a pub or a shop? It's one of the two. It looks like a shop. The Bleak Vault. Does that mean this is a bank? Are you a bank? Let's talk to you. Who are you?
Take a load off.
And you look like you're on Smack. You look like a female Channing Tatum on Smack. You really do. Here we go. Bank, guild store. Goodbye. Goodbye. Haha. Oh, hang on. That was it. I think I saw that I had a skill point. Should we have a look? Let's have a look at the attribute points. This is something that they also do slightly differently. Your character, when you first pick a weapon, you do get one weapon that you get to choose from towards the very beginning. But you could be a warrior who specializes in a bow or dual axes or an ice staff. You know, you can choose pretty much whatever weapon you want, I think. I could be wrong there, but I'm sure you can. This is the way that they do it. Okay, I want health. I'm a warrior, I need health. Okay, let's commit points. Done! Haha! And now we've got 2 skill points. This is something else, guys. You get skill points with your levels that you can put into your different skills depending on what kind of skills you want. You've got class ones. Obviously my class being a warrior knight, dragon knight. Yeah, that's the one. I've got Ardent Flame, Draconic Power or Earthen Heart, or you can pick a weapon one, and you can skill any of these weapons here, which I think is brilliant. You could mix and match and really tailor-make your character to suit your playstyle. There won't be as much of this skill trees and how do you spec if you want to do this, that or the other. It'll be specifically tailored to your gameplay style. Then you've got your armors, and then you've got the world ones, which I'm not too sure about with world ones, if I'm honest. Soul Trap, anyone who's played an Elder Scroll game will know what Soul Trap is. You trap the soul of an enemy into something, and you can use that soul to enchant weapons and armor. Racial, different races have different skills. You may remember these from the original games. Obviously, the Nords had pretty good skills, like they didn't suffer from cold and shit like that. These ones, you've got two-handed weapon expertise, so I could run around with a big-ass war axe, which I think would suit my character down to the ground. He seems like a big-ass war axe kind of guy. And then you've got your crafting skills, your alchemy, blacksmithing, clothing, enchanting, provisioning, and woodworking. You can cook in this one as well, and you can do all sorts of other skills. So that's pretty much that. What skill point shall I choose, guys? Class, obviously. Fiery grip, draconic power, spiked armor. No, that doesn't sound like me. Earthen heart, stone fist. Deal 16 physical damage and knocks down enemies for 3 seconds. What's this one? Fiery grip. Pull enemy towards you and deal 14 fire damage. That seems like me. Thank you. We'll have you. Haha. And I've got another one. Let's... Oh, I can't do that one yet. Well, I'll tell you what, sod it. Let's just leave that one for now. We'll keep that skill point for something else. We'll level up a little bit first, because this is only a very quick 15-minute video, guys. Just to give you an idea as to what the Elder Scrolls game is like now that they have released, or I say released, now that they've lifted the NDA, allowing us and actually encouraging us to try and get these videos out, because that was another big criticism about the developers. Was it ZeniMax? I can't remember. That they weren't allowing any releases, and we're keeping a very tight grip. Now, any game developers whose games are just coming towards the end of their development and want their games to get out there and get noticed, they want to see their videos online. They want to see screenshots placed on things like Facebook and social network sites, because that way they're getting free advertising on the game. If they keep a tight grip on the game, all they're doing is telling people, we don't want anyone to know about the game until it's released, so that you have no choice but to buy it to find out what it's like. And that's just telling everyone, we know our game's crap, but we don't want you to know until you've already paid for it. And that just kind of pisses me off. I'm sure it pisses a lot of you guys off as well. But I'm still enthralled by the graphics. I'm trying to find something else to kill, actually. Shall I find something else to kill? Maybe I should. I mean, I died, didn't I? Against those people. Who were those people? Have I got armor? No, I haven't got armor yet, so I don't know why. And mud crabs. Hey, mud crabs. Mud crabs don't look like that in Skyrim. Mud crabs are bigger and they look like they've got rocks on their backs. So, goodness knows. Or maybe these are the mud crabs of Bleak Rock Island or Bleak Rock Village or wherever we are. I'm not paying too much attention, if I'm completely honest. Where are we going? Up here. Right. Now, one thing, they arguably... oh, no, you're a good guy. Right. And, oh, there's a... I can't do that. Okay, I don't have any keys or lockpicks. Fair enough. You obviously can't... Oh, don't freeze, thank you. My frame rate just dropped there. Don't know why. You obviously can't. Being an MMO, you cannot steal, which is a shame, because anybody who's played the games knows that you can steal from any game. Anything that's not nailed down, you can steal. And any non-player character, well, obviously they're all non-player characters in the Elder Scrolls games, but you can kill pretty much anyone. You can assassinate anybody you want. Being an MMORPG, you just can't do that, because obviously you've got quest givers and that affects everybody else, not just you, because it is a multiplayer. So obviously you can't do that, and you won't be able to steal pretty much anything that you want. So that kind of takes a little bit of the immersion away from the game, because it doesn't allow you to create your character the way you want to. Your character tends to have to be law-abiding instead of a criminal, which is a pain in the arse. Well, it's a pain in your arse if you're me. I prefer to be able to make the choice of whether I want to be a criminal or not. Let's kill a wolf. I want a wolfskin coat. I wonder if I can make a wolfskin coat in this. Doubtful, considering it's not actually something that's ever come up in any Elder Scrolls game ever before. Oh, here's another one. We'll have you. Thank you very much. Kill it! I'm getting the bloodlust again. Not good! Not good! Sorry, guys. I mean, I know I've chosen the Mohawk. If you've watched my DCUO series, you know that my other character's got a mohawk. I like the funky hairdos. Just be glad he hasn't got purple hair and green eyes like my other characters. Because that was something I would have considered, I think, if it was a possibility, which it's not. You can control, like I said, any other aspect of your character customization, but you can only do it within certain boundaries. You can choose different hair colours and styles, but you cannot have purple. Nords cannot have purple hair. I mean, that was kind of annoying. I wasn't going to go with purple hair anyway, because Nords just don't do... Hello, here we go. This is something else. Runes you can use to craft stuff. Not sure what. And what was the other one? Who are you? Go away. Watching me. And these sky shards, if I bring this up again. No, that's not quite what I was after. Here we go, sky shards. I've got 1 out of 3. Now, you don't just get skill points from experience going up. You also get skill points from collecting sky shards. Every 3 sky shards you collect gives you another skill point that you can use on improving your character and gaining, obviously, better skills, improving current skills. But you find those throughout the world. I'm kind of wondering, is that a good idea or not? But I've only come across 1 sky shard, and that was one given to me in the starting area, which is that prison in Oblivion when you're held prisoner by Molag Bal. That's not really much of a spoiler. If you've played the beta test, then you've had to go through that anyway. And if you haven't played the beta test, chances are you've watched a video where somebody has had to go through the prison in Oblivion. So, yeah, guys, that's just the beginning thing. And it takes you, what, 15 minutes to half an hour to get past there? So you're not really worried. You're not really going to be worried about spoilers. This, I'm not really following any missions. I'm just running around. I'm just showing you what's what and how it's all going, how it looks, and how the controls are. Now, let me tell you, he's slowed down. Why is he? Oh, there we go. Speed. Thank you. What was I saying? One thing about the game. One thing I have to say before I go. It is in almost every single way exactly the same as every other fantasy-based MMORPG out there. That is its biggest flaw. Is that it has nothing so far that separates it from all these others. I mean, right now I could be playing Rift. I'm not a big fan of Rift, I will admit. I did try playing it. I've got several videos on my channel of Rift. There's nothing wrong with the game. No, I can't do that because I haven't got keys or anything. But it's... You see, the controls are almost identical to every other MMO I've played. And the demographics and... Oh, good game. I like this game. The game is okay. But for the hype... Nah. The game is just not worth the hype it's receiving. You know, everyone's built this up expecting it to be fantastic. And I've heard a lot of other people slate this game something rotten. And I've died again! Haha! What a way to end the video. Yes, guys, I have died again. But that's kind of my thing. I'm bad at computer games, I think, so I just die a lot. Yeah, that's my... Where's my character? Oh, he's there. He's kind of sort of clipped in with another one. Fair enough. So those are the way shrines. That's where you die. No, that's not where you die. That's where you revive once you've relived. But I do like the colours as my on my shield as I run. Anyway, getting distracted. Yeah, game is an okay game. But with Elder Scrolls, you always expect them to be so much better. The games have such hype because of their titles, and they've lived up to them. I don't see this game being that different from any other fantasy-based MMO. I really don't. It needs something else. It needs a bit more to give it the feel of Tamriel. It needs something to give it an edge above other games. Graphics, yeah, they're good, but they're not going to be the be-all and end-all. And... the controls, yeah, they're quite simple, they're quite easy. And, okay, you've got the customization options are quite in-depth. You can make whatever character you want. And not just the customization for your appearance, but the customization for how your character's skills develop are pretty cool. But they're not all that. They're not worth all the hype this game is receiving. When this game comes out, knowing me, knowing what I'm like, I would probably slate this game to all my friends and then be the first one to go out and buy it, simply because I am an Elder Scrolls fan. Now, I am hoping that the game will be, there'll be something to the game, something that gives it that edge. I will probably try it out when the game is first released. But I will not pay a subscription of $8.99, and I will not pay more than £30 for the game, because there are other MMORPGs out there that are very similar to what this is so far, and you don't have to pay for that. You really don't. And the fact that they're slapping a price on this, which when you look at it, the price isn't that much compared to World of Warcraft, but compare it to other MMORPGs, the fantasy-based ones that this one is very similar to, you don't actually have to pay a subscription at all. So, yeah, kind of a mixed message here, guys. Pick it up if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, because chances are you'll enjoy it. But you will also be slightly disappointed because it lacks something compared to other Elder Scrolls games, and it's the something that's going to ruin it, I think. My personal opinion, it's just my, as the Americans say, 2 cents, and I could be very, very wrong. I wonder if I can kill you. No. Oh, okay. You can't kill owls. There's the last message. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you tune in for more Sunday Spotlights. Take care. Ciao for now from me, and ciao for now from Channing Tatum on Smack.